Hello, today let me give you a little tour of a parcel of my garden inside some of my little greenhouses, since I have some few of them now because of the necessity to garden that way, as I did in many of my videos that I counseled you to be able to protect and to cover your crops because of the changes in the temperature and in the atmosphere. So let us learn from these two together. And I'm very sure that these two will allow us definitely to benefit of some very important lessons that I am acquiring by experience in practicing agriculture. You can see here some of the tomatoes that are coming from this plant. These tomatoes are looking so beautiful, so big, and coming many by plant, and also those jalapeno chilies that we are now planting in this side of the world. Yeah, they are very beautiful and they look very healthy. And these two plants sincerely have taught me a lot of lessons, because I've heard before that you can grow tomato during winter, but then it was autumn, it was not yet winter, and this autumn was quite hot. But look that the tomatoes came out big and many, and even the jalapeno chilies, they are considered to be tropical, but you can see that they are growing. And I've learned some lesson here. It is because I did plant them under the net shade house. And you can see the other vegetables under the shade net house, meaning that it's covered only with a net. And even you can see here the springs onion, they are coming very nicely during a hot autumn like we are experiencing nowadays. So during this time of the changes and of perturbations, we can't do things by the rules. That's clear that if you stick to the rules, you will not succeed to plant food nicely. Here you can see that we have a mustard that have grown so big, and here also I've learned a lesson. Why use the chemical fertilizers to have big vegetables while you can succeed to have one only by covering your vegetables? So as I told you before, this little tour of this part of my gardens have taught me a lot of things, and I've insisted to the fact that we should be adaptable. Because of all the changes in the atmosphere, we must adapt ourselves and we must be very flexible if we want to succeed in planting our foods organically, using only what the nature itself is supplying to us to be able to grow healthy food and also to grow big food, because we need the quantity as well for us to be satisfied. You can also see what is happening inside the green, and even inside the greenhouse as well. I've learned a lesson, because as you can see, if we go, we will find a time to go to the details of the little plants that are inside this garden. I've told you that I am starting to use this particular greenhouse that I have, that is a proper one made of plastic. I'm using it as my net. Yeah, I call it the womb, because it's inside there that I will do some experiments, that I will store some of the plant and some of the seedlings that are supposed to survive during the season that they are not good at, so that when it will be the right moment for those particular plants, I will bring them out in the air. So I learned a lot of lessons. As you can see in the green here, we have a lot of tropical plant inside. We have even some onions. We have spring onions. And I've learned a lot. Now I understand that it's mostly about the atmosphere for you to be able to grow your food during different moments in the year. I also understood that many of the plants that you can grow and put them in the greenhouses or in the net shade house, they will be there and they will survive, but they won't really grow. Some of them, certain of them are growing nicely, but those are kind of stunts, but they won't die. You know, this kind of perennials that are dying during the winter. If you cover them and you put them in the greenhouse, or you will see that they won't die at all. They will be okay. But the thing is that you will not see them growing really. Yeah, so this is actually some of the lessons that I wanted to share with you during this tour of this part of my little gardens, to show some of the things that I'm learning during the year by experience in agriculture, and how it's possible to continue being organic. And I learn a lot of things that I can still do, staying organic and natural, producing very healthy food. So this is what it was about. I meet you in another video when I will share again some other lessons. And thank you very much for following me today. And please come in the comment below if you want to do an input in our discussion of today. And don't forget to like and to subscribe to allow us to continue having such discussions about agriculture. So enjoy gardening organically, and see you in our next video. Enjoy gardening organically.